I will select only that segment and click on Compose with Agent. I am typing bike starting and accelerating. I'll click Send. If you have ever edited a video, the footage is done, the cuts are tight, but hit play and there is nothing. There is no score, no atmosphere, just silent footage waiting for you to make it feel like something. You have probably done this before. You find the track, drag it in, it doesn't match, try another, doesn't match either. You nudge it forward, nudge it back, cut it, stretch it, and after an hour, the best you can say is, "It's close enough." Then you start the sound design, a door closing, footsteps, wind, each one pulled from a different library, placed by hand, adjusted frame by frame. You spend more time on audio than you spend editing the entire video. And trust me, I know that. And the result still feels assembled, not composed. So the question is, what if the soundtrack could be generated directly from the video itself? Ace Studio claims to solve this with a new feature called Video Composer. It is an AI agent that watches your video, analyzes the scenes, cuts, and motion, and then generates music and sound effects that follow the footage. Isn't it cool? And instead of giving you a single locked file, it places everything as editable clips on the timeline so you keep full control. The audio engine behind this is the same one Ace Studio uses for full music production, including AI vocals, instruments, and generative tools. So the output quality starts from a different place. I'm going to use one video with very different scenes and see if the AI can actually adapt the sound as the footage changes, instead of just generating one track that sits on top of everything. Enough talk, let's dive deep. I'm on the Ace Studio website. I click on Get Started and I will click Sign Up with email. I'm signed up. To download the app, you can select either Mac or Windows. I'll select for Mac. Click Ace Studio 2.0 for Mac. The app is downloaded. I have Ace Studio open and you can see a new blank project. The main workspace is the canvas, which is Ace Studio's timeline. I'm dragging my test video onto the canvas. This video goes from a quiet campfire scene all the way through to fast motocross and car drifts. Ace Studio creates a video track automatically and the video monitor opens showing a preview. This video does not have any audio backed in. If your video does have audio, you can right-click the video clip, select Detach Audio and deactivate the original track. Either way, we are starting with a completely silent video. On the right side, the AI agent panel appears and this is where Video Composer lives. It works like a chat interface. I describe what I want and the agent handles the rest. One useful detail here, if I leave the timeline without any selection, the agent generates music for the entire video. But if I select a specific time range, it generates only for that section. The selected range shows up in the chat so the agent knows exactly where to work. That becomes important when different sections of your video need different treatment. So let me see what Video Composer does with this. I'm typing my prompt. I want a cinematic score that adapts as the footage shifts from the quiet campfire opening to the epic mountain shot through to the intense action in the second half. I click Send. The agent starts analyzing the video. It is processing the footage scene by scene, reading the motion, the pacing, the visual shifts, and this is what separates Video Composer from a standard text to music generator. It is not just generating from the prompt alone, it is also watching the footage and using both together. The track appears on the timeline as an editable clip. I'll play it back with the video. Okay, this is interesting. The music is not sitting at one energy level across the whole video. It adapts as the scenes change. And you can feel the shift when the footage moves from the calm opening into the action. And this is from a single prompt, no manual syncing, no cutting, just one line of text, and the AI handled the rest. Quite impressive. But I want to push it further. I'm typing a follow-up message in the same chat session, asking the agent to make it more driving. I click send. Okay, it gave a complete new track. I'll play the new track. I think I still prefer the first one. It lost some of the atmospheric quality that made the opening scenes work. I'll just shift this music track down and mute it, but you can just keep directing it in the same conversation until the music feels like it belongs to the video. But music is only half of the equation. The other half is sound design. And this is where most of the manual work usually lives. Every sound has to be sourced individually, placed by hand, and timed to the frame. I click on the add symbol here and I select SFX for video. I'm typing a prompt, asking the agent to generate sound effects for the full video. I click send. The agent generates effects one by one, and this is the key difference and where it becomes really useful. It does not dump everything into a single audio file. Each sound effect appears as a separate clip on the timeline, placed at the moment in the video where it belongs. It generated 18 tracks. This is great. I'll play it back. The fire crackle sits underneath the campfire scene, the waves land on the beach shot, the dirt and gravel hit during the motocross, and the tires screech comes in on the car burnout. And you can see it's placing each effect where it actually fits in the footage. But I noticed the motorcycle starting and acceleration sound is missing. So I will select only that segment and click on Compose with Agent. I am typing bike starting and accelerating. I'll click Send. That actually sounds pretty good now. The effect is generated only for the selected range. This is precise and controlled. This kind of targeting makes it much easier to fix specific moments instead of redoing everything. At the end of the video, a couple of the placements are slightly off, but because every effect is its own clip on the timeline, I can just drag it to adjust. And because everything is editable, you can just fix small issues like this instead of starting over. Now, let me play this part after adjusting. This is far better. Now I feel the footsteps here are a little loud. I will double click on this clip. From here, I can adjust the volume. Let me play. Yes, that sounds better. Also, the beach waves here, I want to adjust a little fade in and fade out so it sounds natural. See, it's better now. I press M to open the mixer. This gives me volume control over each track so I can balance the music against the effects. I can mute or solo individual tracks to isolate layers while I work. If I want to remove a clip without deleting it, I select it and press 0 to deactivate this track. And it stays on the timeline but doesn't play. I can bring it back later if I change direction. Every piece of audio video Composer generates behaves like a normal clip in the music editor. You move it, cut it, fade it, layer it. The AI creates the first draft and then you adjust it however you want. I'll play the final result again. A few minutes ago the video had no sound, but now it actually feels like a finished piece. The campfire crackles, the waves wash it, the engines hit, the music follows every shift, and every part of this can still be adjusted or replaced. Finally, when I click on export, you can see the options. You can export all individual tracks separately, the whole project, or select a particular loop. You can export everything in MP3 or WAV. Video Composer is currently in beta. Ace Studio plans to add video export in an upcoming release. For now, we can just place them along with the video in our desired editing software and make the final edits. And all generated audio is royalty free, so you can use it in commercial projects without licensing concerns. And this is huge. Zooming out for a moment, Most tools in this space work in one direction. You describe what you want, you get a file, and if it doesn't fit, you start over. Video Composer changes that because the AI agent watches the footage before generating anything. It reads the scenes, it follows the cuts, and then it gives you editable clips instead of a single logged export. That turns the process from searching and hopping into generating and refining. For video editors, the first draft of a full soundtrack can happen in minutes instead of hours. For composers and producers who score to picture, it becomes a starting point you can build on inside a real timeline with full mixing control. Either way, you're still making the creative decisions. The AI handles the groundwork, you handle the direction. If you want to try Video Composer yourself, it is available inside Ace Studio. All the links are in the description. I hope you found this useful. Leave your thoughts in the comment section. I'm done for now, and I'll talk to you soon. Ivan KV out.